First of all, I plead innocent of all charges.
This is Elvis, the ultimate fan channel, the global Elvis community fan channel.
Hello there. Hey, the lights are on. I can see you. Here's to you. Is that ringing any bells? Oh, it's going to be epic. I can feel it. I can just feel it in my bones. Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel. Yes, thank you very, very much for joining me live. If you're not watching me live, where were you? No, sorry. If you're not watching live, but you're watching on playback, thank you very, very, very much. I do appreciate it. And it's all for the good, and it's all for Elvis. Now, the global shout out. Yes, as you heard at the very, very beginning of the show, the young lady says that this is the global Elvis community channel. You can't get any bigger than global. No, you can't. So thanks to you for that, because it's you that make it the global Elvis community channel. Nobody else. It's not me. It's Elvis and you that make it the global community channel. And I'm going to say hello to Julie Sutherland, Tunisia, which of course is Northern Africa. Thank you very, very much, Julia, for sending in your name and your location. If you're watching and you would like a shout out, then please do send in your name and your location, and I could pick you next week. Random Elvis thoughts. Yes, we were doing some of those, weren't we, on our Discord channel. And Susie says, I wonder if Elvis would have thought it weird if I had mixed him with all my Tejano, mariachi, and regional Mexican music. I heard Elvis say he liked the Mexican flavor. I thought about that after I left Epic. So I turned up my radio a little to listen to Elvis sing with all my other Mexican artists. Well, that's a very good random Elvis thought. Thank you, Susie, for sending that in. You can send yours in and you can leave them on the thread, which is actually called Random Elvis Thoughts on Discord, if you're a member of our Discord channel. Right, so what have we got? Well, we've got the topic, which is a bald head myth. I think you're going to enjoy that. But it's not what you think. I don't think it's what you think. This day in Elvis history, Elvistory, hidden Elvis. Yes, 4 clues throughout the show, and you have to try and identify what I'm hiding Elvis-wise. I think last week it was, what was it? Hampton Roads, I think it was, wasn't it? Something like that, yeah. This week it is it connected with... No, it's not connected with Epic. It's just connected with Elvis. Okay, I couldn't remember what it was then for a second. I had to just check my notes. We have a live poll. The live poll will actually tie in with the bald-headed myth. I don't know where I get these from. I really don't. Dylan's Elvis Tale. Yes, welcome back to Dylan. He was AWOL last week, and we were all thinking about him. It's good to have you back, Dylan. I'll be talking to Dylan in a few minutes. Elvis Song of the Week. Yes, and this is Epic of Epic. It's the 4 winners of the last 4 polls from the soundtrack of Epic, and you have to pick the overall winner. So that'll be interesting to see out of the 4 winners what actually wins. It's a mad, mad, mad Elvis world. Yes, more madness from the Elvis world on the internet. Caption the photo. We always have great fun with Caption the photo. Smoking hot photo.
Oh, he's so hot.
We know he is. Elvis fan of the week. How do you become Elvis fan of the week? Well, basically what it is if you comment all the time and keep the comments flowing on the live chat, you will get to number 1. You'll see your it's a crown, isn't it? And a number 1 next to it. And if you're number 1 when I call the shots at the end of the show or near the end of the show, then you will be Elvis fan of the week. You can, of course, call the show free on WhatsApp. Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and of course, that good old Discord channel by using the link below if you haven't clicked on that link yet and joined already, of course. But I suppose before I go any further,
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 1.
I like to start off by doing a hidden Elvis, clue number 1. And this is wooden. Okay? Wooden. Now, even if you do get it after the, excuse me, after the second or the third clue, wait till the fourth clue and then type it in the chat because everybody might not have got it and we like to play along. So without further ado, we are going to, there's Chris. Hi, Chris. I just see now Chris is actually mentioning the weather. It's very, very windy here. I don't know if it's windy in your part of the world. Also, I think I might have got the times wrong for Sydney. I think I should have put 5:30 a.m. instead of 4:30 a.m. So I will have to change that for next week. So apologies if you're watching live in Sydney and you couldn't understand why I wasn't on yet. So I'll sort my life out next week. I promise that. I really will. Okay. So what have we got? We have got Fan of the Month quiz, and the topic is Elvis on tour. Elvis on tour. And the first thing, Chris will be helping me. Chris says it's windy here too, Steve. Yeah, batten down the hatches. It's been cold as well, actually. Yeah, cold. So, okay. Now, up north, East David. Okay, yeah, that's probably where you are, is it, Chris? Okay, so Chris is going to help me with the moderating of these answers because sometimes it goes so quick that I actually miss who was the first right answer. I'm gonna go blue this week. We've had red for a few weeks because of Epic being in red letters, but let's do blue this week. The first question is you've got to complete the phrase that you hear in Elvis on tour, and it is, God, it sounds weird on. Okay. I think that appeared in Epic as well. But anyway, God, it sounds weird on. Summertime in the Philippines, my girlfriend says, Steve. Oh, that's nice, Vincenzo. These headphones, I'm going to give that to Liash because I do believe that that's what Elvis says. God, it's weird on these headphones. Yeah. So, hang on. Chris says, Dylan, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Wow, yes, Dylan got in there just before Lee Ash. My goodness, Dylan, you were very, very quick there. So, Dylan, that little rest you had from the show has done you really, 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 really well. Right, so, of course, you get this.
Don't be afraid to play. Just play it, man. Just play the hell out of it.
Yeah, just play the hell out of it. Right, the second one, it looks like Dylan is very well read in Elvis on tour, so you're going to have to be very quick this week. And it's how many cities were included in the tour featured in the movie? Cheers. Duncan says 15. John says 15. In fact, Elvis Austin, Helen, everybody is, hi Juan, is saying 15, although Anway is saying 14. Okay, now let's have a look. Who was it? Wow, so fast. Dylan again. I thought it was Duncan, but it was Dylan. So it looks like, is anybody going to stop this man? Is anybody going to stop Dylan? It'll just be his name on the wheel. Okay.
Don't be afraid to play. Just play it, man. Just play the hell out of it.
Okay. Where was the final concert of the tour? Okay. Where was the final concert of the tour? Chris says she'll have to have her eyes peeled. Yeah. Okay. San Antonio, Virginia, Albuquerque, San Antone. Yeah. Pamela is saying, well done, Dylan, for the second one. Okay. Right. You're not going to believe this, but it was Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's Dylan again. I really don't know what Dylan's been taking today. I really don't, but that's 3 in a row. That's the first 3. Come on, people. Stop him. Stop him. Okay. We've got the answer to where was the final concert of the tour. So what about... Oh, hang on.
Don't be afraid to play. Just play it, man. Just play the hell out of it.
Where was the first concert of the tour? Now, Elvis Austin says, you just beat me, Dylan. Yes. Yeah. He seems to be beating everybody. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Don't believe this. Everybody, yeah. Brian is saying Richmond. Dylan is saying Buffalo. A load of people are saying Buffalo. Vincenzo is saying Albuquerque. Ruth is saying Hampton Roads. But it is, believe it or not, Buffalo. And it's Dylan again. I don't think we've ever had somebody get the first 4 questions in a row. It's quite remarkable.
Don't be afraid to play. Just play it, man. Just play the hell out of it.
Okay. Yeah. I really don't know. I think we should take Dylan's keyboard off him. What song is sung on the opening credits of the 2010 re-release? Don Dowan said he shouldn't be playing this game to be fair to people. We'll have to exclude him 1 week just to give people a chance. Okay. Unfortunately, Dylan has shot himself in the foot there by saying Teddy Bear, don't be cruel. It is actually Don't Be Cruel was what I was looking for. So I think Elvis Austin has just broken Dylan's duck. Yeah. Although some people are saying Teddy Bear, don't be cruel. I thought it was Don't Be Cruel. And I checked it on the website. So I'm going for Don't Be Cruel, and I'm going for Elvis Austin. Okay. And if I find that there was Teddy Bear, Don't Be Cruel, I will then put Dylan in as well. But I'm going to put Elvis Austin in. And Chris says, well done, Elvis Austin. Dylan says, fair play, Elvis Austin. I thought it was the medley. I do believe that it was just Don't Be Cruel. But I will double check it when I finish this show. Now, well done, Elvis Austin. You get this.
Don't be afraid to play. Just play it, man. Just play the hell out of it.
Okay. Now, this last question number 6, is multiple choice. 3 choices. So go easy until I've given you the 3 choices. What was the budget of the movie in 1972? Was it $1.6 million, $2.3 million, or $3.1 million? Wow, that wind outside is getting very, very high. Okay. Duncan says 1.6. Brian says 2.3. Lee Ash says 1.6. Okay, it was actually $1.6 million. So it is actually Duncan Campbell. Well done, Duncan. And I'm going to mention Duncan again in a second, if you'll just bear with me, because...
Don't be afraid to play. Just play it, man. Just play the hell out of it.
Well, we he didn't quite sweep the board this week. We have the first 4 questions answered first by Dylan, then Elvis Austin, and then Duncan. Congratulations to Dylan, Elvis Austin, and Duncan. And well done to everybody else that got the questions right. There's another few weeks yet. No, there isn't. This is the last week, isn't it, of March? So everybody that got their name on that sheet during March will go on the Wheel of Fortune, and one lucky winner will be picked for an Elvis prize. Now, the reason why I said I'm going to mention Duncan again is because if you didn't listen to it yet, please do listen to it. Desert Island Elvis. Castaway number 1 was Duncan, and he chose 10 songs, 6 movies, a book, and an Elvis or a luxury item. Yeah, it's on this channel, YouTube. Just go to the videos. It's on Spotify and it's on Apple Podcasts as well. And it really was a great pleasure speaking to Duncan and hearing those choices. And I've got another one lined up. It's a young lady this time. And hopefully, if she's looking or listening, actually, I sent her a message there this afternoon trying to pull the recording date forward because if we can get it in the can nice and quick this week, I can... what was that there? Let me have a look. Just noticed something on the chat. Okay, right. So Duncan says, thanks, Steve. I really enjoyed doing it. Yeah, and I enjoyed doing it as well. So, yeah, if we can get this next one in the can, Castaway number 2, I can maybe upload it early next week. But I'll wait for the young lady to come back to me. Now, the topic. Yes. This is a bit of an odd one, and I just wanted to get your opinion on this. It's quite an old thing. We've been listening to this for many years, and I wanted to... It's going to tie in with the poll. I watched a YouTube video the other day, and it was 10 song mistakes that you can't unhear. Lo and behold, number 2 on the list was an Elvis one. It was the 1969 live recording at the International Hotel of Are You Lonesome Tonight? Yes, that's the one where Elvis changes the lyrics and he cracks up laughing. So much so that it's become known as the Are You Laughing Tonight? We, as Elvis fans, have always got a great kick out of listening to it, so much so that we hoped Baz might have found it in the salt mines. I first remember hearing this version in 1980 on the 25th anniversary silver box set, Elvis Aaron Presley. Sadly, it looks like there is not any fan footage that exists to match up with the audio, but we keep hoping. We do keep hoping. Now, here's the thing. Since the release of the Laughing Tonight track, various stories have sprung up about exactly what was going on during the hilarity. Hear me out, hear me out. The one that seems to be the most prevalent is that when Elvis changed the lyrics from "Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there" to "Do you gaze at your bald head and wish you had hair?" A male audience member whipped off his wig and started twirling it around, and this is what set Elvis off laughing. Now, I've been listening to this version for 46 years, and I've always been a little skeptical of the wig story. After the line change, Elvis laughs a little, but nothing too disruptive to the song. With headphones on, you can definitely hear Charlie Hodge laughing as well. He's in hysterics. Elvis laughs a little, then says, oh Lord," as he recovers. It's as he goes into the narration section of the song that he really loses it and gets hysterical, and again, Charlie is heard cackling in the background. Elvis then finds it hilarious that through all this hilarity, Sissy Houston is providing a faultless backing vocal, never missing a note, and he actually says, "Sing it, baby," to her. The song reaches its conclusion, as we know, and Elvis says that's 14 years right down the drain, man. No mention of anything happening in the audience, no reference by Elvis, no thank you for that, sir, nothing. I believe this was the first time Elvis changed the lyrics to Are You Lonesome Tonight when he realized what had set him, and when he realized what he'd sung, it set him off. Charlie off to his right in hysterics wouldn't have helped matters either. We also know that he sang that funny line many times after this particular performance. If you've seen Epic, you'll hear him do it during the 1970 That's the Way It Is sit-down sequence. Some might say Estelle Brown backs up the man in the wig story, but I think after all these years, she might be misremembering the incident, filling in the blanks. That's no disrespect to Estelle. I just think that that's the way the human memory works. I love all the sweet inspirations. I love Estelle. We really do. I love them all. I never heard anyone who was in the audience that night mention the man with his wig. Not sure if Joan and Paul Gansky were there that night. They did see shows around that time in August 1969. Maybe they could clear up this question for us if they're watching this episode. Now, I'm going to throw it out to you, the Elvis community, to decide. You, the Elvis fans, are the most important part of this channel, as always. So, basically, here we go. Start the poll. What made Elvis laugh during Are You Lonesome Tonight in 1969? Elvis cracked himself up with the lyric. Man with the wig cracked Elvis up. So, there you have it. Please, please, please vote on it. What made Elvis laugh during Are You Lonesome Tonight, 1969? Elvis cracked himself up with the lyric, or the man with the wig cracked Elvis up. Okay, now.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 2.
Hidden Elvis, clue number 2, to go with wooden, is $180. $180. Okay, now, let's have a little look at this. I bought the album when it came out with that laughing track, says Brian. Yes. Well, like I say, the first time I remember hearing it was 1980 off the silver 25th anniversary box set, Elvis Aaron Presley, and I must have played it over and over and over and over again for days after I got that that silver box set. What have I got to do here? I have got to... Okay. I think I am in there, and I've got to do this.
It's time once again for Dylan's Elvis tale.
Well, Dylan, how are you?
Hello, it's been a long time. How are you doing? I'm sweating a little bit, but like I said, I'm doing fine.
Welcome back. We missed you last week.
Listen, I missed you all last week. Man.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. We should all say, welcome back, Dylan. Well, actually, both of us have been in the wars. I'm a lot better than I was last week. I'm still a little bit, but that's only to be expected, I think, when you have such a virulent virus that I had, you know?
Yeah, well.
Are you feeling 100%, or are you,
No.
You're not?
No.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
at about 80 right now,
Yeah.
which is a lot better
Than the 10% you were.
than...
I'm interested in your opinion on the poll, actually. Mm-hmm.
The option I would have voted for is one that you didn't put up there.
Oh, people always say I forget to put an option up.
I think it's Sissy Houston that got him going.
Oh, right. Okay. You think he was laughing at Sissy, yeah?
Well, I think it could be a combo of all three.
Yeah.
I think he's laughing at the wig, but Sissy over there on his left, just singing like nothing happened. That got him going even more. So
so the first little laugh and everything like that was at the lyric, and then when he starts going into the narration, he realizes that she's not missing a beat, and that sets him off.
Yeah, that's what got him going. I think.
I didn't even think to put Sissy in there. I really didn't.
No.
Well, what about the story that Estelle Brown says? She backs up the story of the man with the wig.
Well, I mean, to be fair, given some of the things that would happen at Elvis shows, that would not surprise me.
Yeah.
That a guy with a wig would be in the crowd.
Teresa says she would vote for Sissy as well. I'm regretting now not putting that in the poll. I really am.
And not only that, Whitney did an interview once, and she talked about it. She said that she'd seen that she'd met Elvis before, but she'd never seen him laugh like that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he was a giggler. He really was. Something that set him off, and then it was just. I mean, we've heard the outtakes of some of the movie song sessions, Beat Shack, Dayton, A Dog's Life. There's more as well, like, you know. But I mean,
listen. To be fair, when you're singing a song surrounded by a bunch of dogs, what are you meant to do?
Exactly.
How are you meant to expect Elvis to say, "All right, sing this song and keep a straight face"?
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean, we've all been there where, the more you try not to laugh, the worse it gets.
The worst one is when you're in church.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And
Or,
you're
or,
sitting there-
or, or when you were in class in school as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And if somebody tries to shush you, it makes you even worse.
Yeah. It gets you going.
Yeah.
It gets you going even more. But
Yeah.
before we get to all the tale and all the good stuff,
Oh, yes.
I wanna give a long overdue thank you because I should have done this last week. But being cooped up in a hospital bed does not help things.
No.
So I wanted to do it this week. Thank you to everybody that watched Elvis 71 The Impossible Dream. It means more than I can possibly put into words.
Well
So thank you
deserved.
for watching.
Well
But
deserved.
also, here's another thing. If you haven't watched it yet, it's still up there. So please give it a watch. And
Of course.
here's the crucial part. Share it with people because that's how it's going to get out. Share it with your mother, share it with your brother, share it with your dog, share it with everybody that you know.
Yeah, there was a slight drawback of watching it. Is I'm on there for about 15-20 seconds, which is probably enough.
Nah. The drawback was my terrible singing on Winnie Made the Morning. That was the drawback.
Not at all. Right, are we going to do the I'm looking forward to this. I've been waiting 2 weeks for this tale.
So have I. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying what I said the last time. Please do not take this as the truth because it has not been confirmed anywhere. This is just my personal theory. So the suit that you're looking at is given the name the Lucky suit. It's also called the Blue Swill, but the most common name is the Lucky.
Mhm.
And every time I've seen this suit, I've always wondered why it is that it's called the Lucky. And I couldn't think of a reason. One night in bed, this is absolutely true. One night in bed, you know that Greek fella that had that epiphany in the bath?
Yeah.
Alchemy, or whatever it was.
Eureka or something, was it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no, that's
But
what
anyway,
that's what he shouted. Eureka.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had that exact same moment. I was fast asleep. This was at 10 o'clock at night. I was fast asleep, and all of a sudden, this theory came into my brain. I shot up out of bed. I was like, got it. The next morning, I wrote it down. And here's the theory I came up with. What was one of Elvis's favourite colours? Blue. And your favourite colour could sometimes be considered your lucky colour.
Mhm.
So, to me, it makes sense that this suit that is blue would be called the Lucky, since it's one of Elvis's favourite colours.
Ah, so you think that's why it's called the Lucky Suit?
That's why I think it's called the Lucky.
Okay.
Now, again, I could be completely wrong. There is no confirmation of this. This is just my theory that I came up with.
Well, it's a damn good theory. That's all I'll say.
Thank you.
I mean, there's nothing on there that sort of, the patterning and everything doesn't really lend itself to anything that could sort of denote luckiness. But
No.
the fact that it's called the Lucky Suit and it's blue could make perfect sense. You had an epiphany. That's what you had.
I have many of those. Sometimes not very good epiphanies, but I do have them.
Yeah.
From time to time.
And you've got next week's lined up as well, have you?
Yeah, I do indeed. So
That's probably what you were doing in hospital when there was no internet. You were thinking up all these tales.
Yeah, I was. So this one is courtesy of a certain gentleman from Liverpool called Mr. George Harrison. You might just have heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
He was in that little band called the Beatles. What happened to them, I wonder?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think they went very far.
No, me neither. No. So in the anthology series, George tells a story about how he wanted to have Elvis in the Traveling Wilburys.
Yes, that's right.
And so I watched the anthology. I paused it and I thought, you know what? I don't care if this is true or not. This would make a cracking tale. So I'm going to show you a picture of the Wilburys and tell you what George said.
Great. Looking forward to it already.
Well, I think you know what this is because I know you're a big Beatle fan like
Yeah,
me.
me and you talk Beatles as well as Elvis, don't we, during the week on Messenger? It's great
Yeah,
fun.
we do.
Yeah, and
So
we're also excited about the new Paul McCartney album that's just going to be dropping next month. Yeah, so yeah, we have great chats during the week, don't we?
Yeah, we do. So I'll see you next week with me,
Yeah.
George Taylor.
Okay, and I'll
And-
talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Join us again next week for another Dylan's Elvis tale.
Yeah, what a great tale that was. That's how we think, or rather Dylan thinks, that suit is become known as the lucky suit because he thinks that Elvis considered blue to be his lucky colour. Now, quick call now from Vincenzo. Hi, Vincenzo.
Yeah, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. What do you think then about what made Elvis laugh during Are You Lonesome Tonight?
I think he cracked himself up with the lyric.
Do ya? Right. Yeah.
He did that, and I was in concert too. He did that too. He changed the words.
Yeah, I mean, he did it again many times, actually. And also he did it in Epic as well. I noticed, I was watching out for it in Epic and he didn't disappoint me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice talking to you, Steve.
Cheers. Bye. That's Vincenzo. And Mark. Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm all right, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Good.
You still watching Epic?
Yes, I watched it on my birthday last week. The
Oh,
final time, yeah.
that's right. That's right. Is that the final time now, is it?
The final time, it's 6 times, yeah. Well, it's kind of off now, the local cinemas now. So
Yeah.
it was the last week, but it was a quite good turnout for an afternoon weekday as well.
Good.
Quite pleased.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Streaming next, April the 6th, I believe, is it?
Yeah, I think so. That's the date, isn't it? Yeah.
April the
So I thought it
6th,
would do
which
well
is
on that.
a Monday, I believe, and it's on
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
Right, okay. Right.
As far as I know. Yeah, so
Yeah.
can't wait for
I
that.
look forward to it. Yeah. I just want to be able to own your own personal copy yourself. That would be nice.
Oh yes, You can't beat actually having it in your hand and being able to pause it and slow mo and everything like that. I mean, you can pause streaming as well, but it's not the same. Like
Yeah, well, I watched it six times, but I wouldn't get bored one second of it. I just wished it would, I could see it again the next day, or it could be a bit longer. You know what I mean?
I know. I mean, there's only so many films on Earth, I believe, that you can watch time after time after time after time and not get bored. And Epic is definitely going to be one of them.
Yeah. Well, for my birthday as well, I had the Blu-ray Spin Out, which I thought was good.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Really good sound and real good picture, so I enjoyed that as well. So
I like Spin Out. It's not a well-known Elvis movie, but I like Spin Out.
Great soundtrack, great. I've loved the songs in it. I always have. Yeah, it's not the best of films, It's not. It's getting to that stage where they started to go downhill. But Spin Out itself stands out in that. It's kind of the mid-60s. I probably would say Spin Out is probably the last of the films, and after that it did start to get to be a bit, a bit of a slide. But
yeah,
it holds up still. There, it looks like a mid-60s film, a musical film still, doesn't it? Spin Out. But
It was fun. It was a fun movie. I mean, let's not take it as being an Oscar or anything like that, an Oscar winner. But as far as a fun movie goes, brilliant. Yeah, one dark evening when it's blowing a gale outside, you could just put Spin Out on and just have a bit of a laugh,
Yeah, we could always sing. We can all sing along to Beat Shack, can't we?
Yeah, exactly, and laugh along to it, and remember the outtakes. And Spin Out itself actually is a really groovy track. It's a great track, Oh,
it's a great track. Yeah, I'll sing that myself in some of my shows. Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I love Spin Out. Yeah, it's great.
Were you ringing about Are You Lonesome Tonight? Are you laughing tonight?
Yeah, well, way back, I think it must have been about 2004, 2005. I met John Wilkinson.
Oh, right.
And I don't know. This it was a thing through Andrew Hearn's Central Elvis thing that I went to.
Oh, I know Andrew. Yeah.
I saw him and we had a meet and greet and there's like a questions and all that kind of stuff. And this kind of thing came up, and John actually said that it was due to a man's wig coming off at the table that set Elvis off. And he remembered it. You know, he said, yeah, and he said he just cracked up and he said, I don't know how he got through the song, but we did. We all laughed, we all joked.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, you know, that's coming from a man who was on the stage.
Exactly,
well, so.
Exactly, yeah, and Estelle Brown as well sort of backs that story up as well. I was always a little bit skeptical about it. I thought it was the lyrics that cracked Elvis up, and Charlie cracking up next to him, you know.
Yeah,
but I mean, you know, it's hard now to question Estelle and John, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is. You know, it's just, when that question come up, I always remember him saying, and just people. It wasn't me who asked the question; somebody else must have asked the question at the time.
Yeah.
About that song. Was you there on stage when Elvis cracked up, and obviously he was, and blah blah blah, and he just mentioned that, and I think maybe it probably lingered on a bit when the backing singer he was singing along.
That probably didn't help either. That probably set him off as well.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was good. I mentioned as well. Did you hear that David Stanley's got a new book that's going to be on the verge?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be interested in that whatsoever. You know what I mean?
No.
I remember reading Elvis, We Love You Tender years and years and years ago, and being appalled, you know. So.
I saw an interview of him on last week, and he's been interviewed by the three girls who do the podcast.
Oh, yes. Yeah, These Elvis girls or something, is it?
Yeah, and they interviewed him, and I listened to the interview for about an hour. It was about an hour. It was on the... and he says, like, yeah, he's never been liked in the Elvis community as such because he speaks the truth. And he said he'll be speaking the truth even more so in this book. But he says my love for Elvis will still be the same. You know, he talks about the different things. Obviously, he had a hard time through his mum Dee, who really lost the plot and said a lot of bad things about Elvis and Vernon, which he said, we end up, she shouldn't have said what she did, but she did, you know, and. Yeah, I'm just intrigued that, you know, because he's not well now, is he? He's got Parkinson's, hasn't he?
I think he has, yes.
Yeah, so I'm just intrigued what he was saying. You know, it's worth having a look at to see what he says. It was a bit of an eye opener for me. A few things he says, and
right.
You know, he talks about the funeral. He talks about quite a few things. The ones he got on with, the ones he didn't get on with. You know, within the Memphis Mafia as such. But yeah, I thought, well, he has wrote quite a few books, hasn't he? I think this is probably his third or fourth book, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Well, of course, a lot of them did write multiple books. Larry has a new book out, I believe, as well, doesn't he? Larry Geller. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I just want one more question. Just thought I'd just tell you, what's your view? Well, one, how did you feel about Donald Trump visiting Graceland then? For one, I don't really have much thoughts on him visiting Graceland, to be honest. You know, I kind of try and stay as impartial as I can when it comes to sort of politics. The only thing I would say is I'm not sure it was the best time to visit Graceland because what with all the conflict and everything that's going on at the moment, I would have thought he would have had bigger fish to fry. We know he's always said he's a big Elvis fan, but I just thought it was of all things, I thought the timing was a little bit odd. That's what I thought.
I thought he was probably taking his distraction away from it all, so he thought he'd go there. But he went there for a reason because he's quite pleased with what they've done with the knife crime and everything else in Memphis.
Right.
He says like the police force are cracking down on, you know, a lot of it, and the crime rate has gone down there. So he's pleased with that. So he went. That's why he obviously was going to go there to visit that, and obviously go to the home too. Like, but you know, when he was there, and he gets talked to by Jack Showden and the Weinschreiber and the lady
Angie Marquez as well. Yeah.
I just wondered, like, I know. I saw the video and they're talking that obviously this is Elvis's home and everything. But how do you feel about the likes of Billy Smith and Donna and his wife not getting involved at all in Graceland, not being asked, because they are the last of the original Presley family.
Yeah, I mean, you would have thought maybe that. I don't know whether Priscilla is actually welcome at Graceland anymore. There seems to have been a sort of a division of the ways at the moment between Priscilla. But you would have thought there would have been somebody. Was Riley there? Does anybody know whether Riley was there?
No. I just saw a video of Donna Presley. It was only a short one for 6 minutes, and she mentioned Trump's visit to Graceland. She said, fantastic that he came to the house.
Mm-hmm.
But he's talking to people that didn't know Elvis. We are family, and it'd be nice if he could have got some stories off the people who were around him and saw him and lived his life. And
I see what you mean. I mean, I suppose the 3 or 4 people that he spoke to didn't actually know Elvis personally. Yes.
No. Yeah, and I just thought it's quite sad what she said, and I think she gets a bit hurt. The fact of that just never been involved, and I often wonder, was Priscilla behind that?
Yeah, well, yeah. That'll come out. I'm sure it'll all come out in the wash anyway.
Yeah, I just find it strange because obviously she talks about it a lot, and she just says, and I thought, yeah, it is a bit sad because Billy was there from the start to the end. You know? And if he's got stories about Elvis, he's got them all, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I just think it's a bit sad. I just sort of wonder why they're not involved. I just wondered if you knew anything why they're not involved.
No, I don't. Like I say, I mean, I would have thought it would have made sense to maybe have Riley there, but then again, Riley didn't know Elvis either.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's a strange one. It'd be nice to get to the bottom of that, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah. All righty.
All right. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Mark.
Thanks,
Bye. Bye. And we move on and we say hello to Brent. Hi, Brent. Okay, Brent has actually got himself on mute. So what I'm going to do is there is a call coming in. I'll take that call first. Hello, Stefano. How are you?
Hello.
How are you, Stefano?
Oh, Steve. I got through. Unbelievable. How are you, mate?
I'm doing well.
Oh, that's great.
What would you like to say?
Well, I just want to say hello and thanks for doing what you're doing. It's so much fun, what you do, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. Everyone's views. It's lovely, it's great.
How do you feel about the poll? How do you feel about the poll? What do you think made Elvis laugh on Are You Lonesome Tonight?
Probably David Stanley's new book. No, sorry.
Oh, go on.
No, I would say as soon as I heard you bring that up, I thought, what an awesome topic, because that's something I've always wondered, And I clicked on the poll what you said, but then on after Dylan started investigating, it's probably a combination of everything. But when you think about it, he laughed so hard, didn't he? Like,
oh yeah,
he really cracked up.
He had a great laugh. Infectious laugh, in fact.
Yeah, but it was like there must have been something more. I'm starting to think that really set him off in the sense that it just kept going. Something maybe in front of him.
I mean, what did you vote? Did you vote he cracked himself up with a lyric, or the man with the wig cracked him up?
Yeah. No, I went with the first one that he cracked himself up.
Yeah.
And maybe with Charlie in the background, and also, the whole thing was funny, right? But then I'm starting to think now there might have been something more to really just keep it all going, because it was. You
see, Mark, who was on before you, said that he spoke to John Wilkinson, and he said that he said.
Sorry, go on.
We have a slight alarm going off there. Oh, that's
sorry.
That's cleared. Yeah.
Me.
He said John said that there was a man waving a wig at him, and also Estelle Brown has backed it up as well. One of the suites.
Oh, yeah. See, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, it'd be very hard to deny two of them. If one of them just said it, then maybe they were remembering it differently. But both of them remembering it, leads me to believe that after all, it probably was a man with a wig, waving a wig at Elvis.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I found that too good. I found that too funny to believe. I thought that.
Yeah.
But no, that's fantastic. So let's go with that. Hey, listen, I wanted to ask you, how many times did you get to see Epic?
I only got to see it once, unfortunately. I was meant to go and see it again, but I fell sick. So unfortunately, I only saw it once, which compared to the number of times some people have seen it is absolutely pathetic. But then again, when it streams, I'm probably going to watch it about 20 times, and then when I get the DVD or the Blu-ray, I'm going to just play it constantly. I'm going to play the hell out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, after watching that, I would say immediately I started thinking I must get a set up for my television. It's inspiring to just invest large amounts of money just to buy, your own little cinema kind of setup, and relive it, because it was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was.
I was really, really, really amazed by that. And I met so many cool people at the cinema too, just quite emotional, really.
Yeah,
it made everyone happy. It was a cool thing. You just keep going back and you keep seeing people happy. Admittedly, it wasn't crowded, but I saw it in crazy times, middle of the day stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was laughter and tears, wasn't there?
Yeah. It's just there's so much to, and even when you've seen it multiple times, and it's just you realize how well it's made, because it just flows.
Yeah,
it's just a beautiful. So Baz Luhrmann redeemed himself in my book.
We do.
I wasn't too impressed with his first
we owe Baz a lot. We really do. And I believe there's more to come. It might not be from Baz. Baz might hand it over to somebody else now, but there is more to come, I believe.
Yeah, I believe you're the next man for the job. You're going to be the next director.
Oh, yeah, I could do it. Please, let me do it. Okay, Stefano, thanks very much.
You do a great job.
All right.
Hey, well, thanks a lot. All the best, my friend. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you, mate. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, always nice to hear from Stefano, and thanks for calling. And we will try Brent again, actually, and we will say, hello, Brent.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, young man.
Oh, my gosh. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, doing really, really well.
You know what? I'm feeling really good right now. I just penned my first Elvis book, and it's called Surviving the Stanleys, and I hope everybody buys it when it...
Yes.
Like that little drum beat with the cane that comes out of the vaudeville stage drives me off. Anyway, it is really good. And you know what? You got me thinking, because I really think if Spin Out was not lost within the shuffle of the soundtrack world, and it was like just on a normal album, it would have been hot, because I'm telling you what, that little part where they say a road to love is full of danger signs, that is just so awesome.
Yeah.
That those little chorus bits there, it really is a solid, bona fide track. But I think sometimes finding your way on a soundtrack sometimes is doom. With Elvis, because some people are still closed off to it, but there's a treasure trove of stuff in there, guys. Don't ever underestimate the soundtrack world.
Oh, I think Spin Out is definitely an underrated movie and soundtrack, definitely.
Oh my God, Adam and Evil, do you just think of how abrasive that is, how intense that is?
Yeah.
I mean, and it kind of harkens back to his ballsy kind of trouble days,
Yeah.
I'm Adam and Eve. I mean, oh my gosh, it just is... It's just fire. It really is. So you got me thinking when you said Spin Out. And I've heard you mention it before, so I know this is one of your jams.
Yeah, definitely. One of my hidden gems. Do you want to talk about the Are You Lonesome Tonight? Are You Laughing Tonight? Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, it's okay. This is a hard one, because if any of you ever watched jazz players play, they'll do this like certain beat, and they'll just start, the band members will laugh at each other.
Yeah.
And we have no idea what they're laughing about. There's like a hidden language among people on stage. So for all we know, this could have been a joke that someone said before they took the stage, and one of them just made that look at Elvis or something, and he just went and did that. Or sometimes it really easily could be borrow from your audience, because sometimes they serve up the content just by what one eccentric viewer can do.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, Mark said that he spoke to John Wilkinson, and also Estelle Brown backs it up as well. So that's two people in Elvis's band that are saying the same thing. So
I need 3 or 4 because I've heard them all disagree on things with me.
Well, that's true. And of course, the human memory does play tricks on us as well. You know, they both could have been remembering different sort of occurrences, really, I suppose.
Yeah, and not only that, because I mean, I was talking to Dylan about one of your shows you did about a couple of years ago, and I'm thinking, okay, wait, we had 2 different opinions about what happened on that episode, and this is just a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but either way, I'm thankful that it happened, though, regardless of the origin story.
Yeah, because it's so funny. You never get tired of listening to it. I mean, when you're down, just put on Are You Laughing Tonight, and you immediately start laughing along with him.
Oh, I know, definitely. And you know what? I know we're all mourning Epix making its curtain call at the Cineplexes around the world. But you know what? Look how much longer we got it than we thought it was going to be available.
Exactly. We thought it was just going to be a weekend and that was it.
Exactly. And you know what? That's a testament to, I believe it was a kind of a groundswell of support by people who were passionate about this. And I think, like you said a long time ago, that you kind of theorized that this might kind of be the experimental stage as to if they're going to greenlight future excursions such as this, musical excursions. And I think they got their answer.
Well, somebody posted further footage of him in the elevator after one of the shows at the International, and it's got obviously the TNT stuff at the bottom and the time frame, the time code and everything like that. And I said, well, this could be what's going to end up on the Blu-ray extras, is more footage like that, because it's there. And if Baz found the part where he smiles before the doors close, then this was the camera inside, and it was panning round, and you saw Millie Kirkham and you saw Felton Jarvis and everything like that. And this was after the smiling part that shows on Epic. So there could be a load of extras on the Blu-ray.
Oh, definitely. And there'll be so much more to devour, and I think it's a great time to be in on the Elvis thing. But you know what? I gotta also kind of give you credit because when you decline to kind of voice the political thing, your show has always been a force of neutrality. It's been only about Elvis. It's never been about causing internal warfare between other channels or anything based on who loves who supports which Elvis player and stuff. And it's not always, and it does, and I'm not saying anything about a particular channel, so nobody please read into this.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
You can find it everywhere.
Yeah.
But I am just up to here with you're a Stanley lover, you're a Priscilla lover, and all. I go, whatever happened to Elvis?
Exactly. Let's not forget, he's the star. He's the main man.
And you stayed consistent through that change, because there has been a cultural climate change with the YouTube Elvis community that was not in play when I started out.
Yeah.
When I started out,
absolutely.
it was all about fun, learning about Elvis, having a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of getting my channel up and going again. It's a different channel because I was getting in too much trouble with the copyright. But you know what? I said, we got to get back into it, man. The legend, the great music. And you know what? Even when you tackle personal things in Elvis's life, you kind of have a very good way of sidestepping this way of kind of using an accelerant emotionally with people to get people siding against each other. Because this is the thing, Steve. It's not because I personally have a dog in the race about who should argue with whom, what have you, but I remember what it was like when I started my deep dive. And if I didn't have people like you, Leon, and a couple other people kind of light the path, I could have been very lost if I stepped into sensationalism.
Oh, yeah,
tabloid fodder, and so you stayed that same course and never wavered, and that's a good thing. And I think Leon has. I'm always about the music, and Dylan, I think too. Dylan is a positive force. I'm not just saying please go out and subscribe to Dylan's channel just to be nice, or he's a kid in our eyes kind of thing. I'm saying it because Dylan doesn't have a divisive edge to him.
Yeah.
I do, but the only devil in his head is me. No,
Yeah.
but no.
I mean,
But-
with Dylan, it's all about Elvis. All about Elvis.
Yes, and I think what he's trying to accomplish out there is one of the great things I've seen in coming memory. Like you said, very profoundly so in your cameo, that you said we are in good hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we need the youth coming through, because we're going to be shuffling off this mortal coil sooner or later, and we need them coming through for sure.
Yeah, and I just think I kind of want to get people back into the music again, and I even cracked that Stanley joke and all that, but I'm just the tabloid fodder and all that. It's sort of like they're obscuring Elvis with all these layers of all this junk.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't have to claw away to find the original source of inspiration.
Correct. I mean,
and if that's my 2 cents.
Go and see Epic, or get Epic when it's available on streaming, and that's what it's all about. Definitely. Don't go wrong with that.
What? Talk with people. And the thing is, Steve, too, I think a lot of people think, well, we know the hits, so let's go and talk about all of the drama stuff. And I'm like, no, Leon has been doing this for 10 million years, and he feels as if he's really hasn't scratched the surface yet. This thing has enough to last each of us for the rest of our natural lives, and we're still going to die feeling we didn't know as much about Elvis's music and all the in-depth stuff as we could.
Yeah. There's plenty of material out there to discover. That's for sure.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Great. All right. Thanks, Brent.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks, Brent, for everything you said there. Thanks very much indeed. Now, we have to move on.
It's time now for This Day in Elvis History.
Boom. I like that. Okay, here we go. This day in Elvis history, of course, March the 29th, down through the years. What was happening in the Elvis world? Well, I'm going to tell you now. Let me just put that up there. Now, 1955, Elvis performed at the high school Toccopola, I hope I'm saying that right, Mississippi. Tom Parker voices his concern to Bob Neal once again about Sun Records. It is very difficult, he says, to interest promoters outside of the small range of Sun distribution in the young singer. He asked Neal to find out from Sam Phillips where the records are selling so that he can seek out promoters in those areas. 1957, Elvis performed at the Kiel Auditorium, St. Louis, Missouri. Let's have a look. Yes, there they are, the posters. In person, one night only, plus all-star show. Friday, March 29th, 8 p.m., Kiel Auditorium. Prices, is that $2 and $2.50? Wow. Imagine seeing Elvis for $2. Of course, $2 was a lot more than it is now in 1957. Now, let's have a look. Once again, Elvis wore the gold suit. Elvis considered the suit clownish. The Colonel had asked Elvis not to drop onto his knees anymore because the gold was flaking off. So most of the rest of the tour, Elvis wore black pants. The Toronto, Canada show would be the last in the full gold suit. I've seen that gold suit, and yes, you can see where the he's worn off the gold on the knees from sliding along. Okay, that was this day in 1957. 1958, yes, Don't hit number 2 in the UK. 1961, Blue Hawaii. 1962, GGG, Girls, Girls, Girls. 1964, Roustabout. 1965, Harem Scarum. 1966, whoa, we've been discussing this quite a bit this week. Let me tell you, Spin Out. Okay, or California Holiday, as it was known in the UK. 1967, Clam Bake. 1968, Elvis was filming Live a Little, Love a Little. And 1969, Change of Habit with the lucky Miss Tyler Moore. Oh, I've got more. I thought that was it. 1970, we've got Elvis spent Easter time traveling back and forth between Los Angeles, Palm Springs, and Las Vegas, never staying at each location more than a couple of days. Elvis and Priscilla bought a house at 845 Chino Canyon in Palm Springs just a few days later. 1971, Elvis contacted karate instructor Kang Ree, whom Ed Parker had recommended. Elvis visited Kangri's studio, and the two of them immediately hit it off. 1972, the last night of recording began with yet another melancholy declaration, "Always on my mind." The session concluded at 1 a.m. with a total of 7 masters achieved over the 3 nights. So, yes, March 29th stroke 30th, Wednesday, Thursday, RCA Studio C, Hollywood. Always on my mind, and it's a matter of time. We've got 1975. Elvis did midnight and dinner shows at the Las Vegas Hilton. And 1977, Elvis performed at the Rapides Parish Coliseum, Alexandria, Louisiana. And there's a really, really nice shot of him in yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the sundial. Yes, it is the sundial.
Hidden Elvis, clue number 3.
And we move on with Hidden Elvis, clue number 3, and it is 306. So that's wooden, 180, and 306. If you know it, don't type it yet. Hold your horses, because there might be some people who need that 4th clue. Okay, now we go on and we do this.
Oh my goodness, it's a mad, mad Elvis world.
Let me just remind you before we go into mad Elvis world, that we are running a poll, and I was wanting your opinion on what made Elvis laugh during Are You Lonesome Tonight. Did Elvis crack him up by changing the lyrics to "Do you gaze at your bald head and wish you had hair?" Or was it a man with a wig waving a wig in the audience that cracked Elvis up? Okay, so I will be very, very interested to see the results of that in a minute or two. It's a mad Elvis world, and I've got some photographs as well. Destroying the myths one by one. When Elvis Presley and Audrey Hepburn made fools of themselves and created a legendary moment. On June 15th, 1957, beneath the glittering lights of producer Hal Wallace's Beverly Hills mansion, Audrey approached Elvis, not for a photograph, not for an autograph, but with a request so unexpected it left him stunned. She wanted him to teach her how to dance rock and roll. Elvis, surprised but amused, agreed, but only on one condition, he said. She had to teach him ballet in return. The deal was struck, and within minutes the room transformed, music filled the air, guests gathered, and suddenly Hollywood's royalty became an audience to something far more entertaining than any film. Audrey attempted Elvis's loose, instinctive rock and roll style, and it was both charming and hilariously awkward. Then came Elvis's turn. As classical music replaced rock and roll, the king tried to mirror Audrey's graceful ballet movements and completely failed. His attempts were clumsy, unbalanced, and downright ridiculous. The room erupted in laughter. Even Sinatra, who was there, couldn't contain himself, but Elvis didn't stop. He leaned into the moment, embracing the absurdity, proving that true confidence isn't about being flawless, it's about being fearless enough to look foolish. Now, as far as I know, Elvis didn't go to many Hollywood parties. He didn't like to rub shoulders, I don't think, with people like Frank Sinatra and Audrey Hepburn and all those sort of people. So I don't really think that that's a true story. I think it's made up. And look at these pictures. Well, there's Audrey Hepburn and Elvis put together, photoshopped. And also here's an... If that's supposed to be Elvis in 1957, they've definitely got it wrong. That definitely looks like a late 60s Elvis, doesn't it? And I'm not quite sure what the red arrow is for either. It seems to be pointing at that the trouser leg of that man. But it just makes me think this, really.
Oh my goodness. It's a mad, mad Elvis world.
And there will be another mad Elvis world this time next week.
It's time now for Caption the Photo.
Okay, something something a little bit more light-hearted. We always have a lot of fun with Caption the Photo. And I pulled this one out of I think it was taken at Marine World while he was filming, shooting Live a Little, Love a Little. And it's this one. And these are some of the captions that were sent in. I'm trying to watch Epic with one eye open. Dear Colonel, don't you ever dare collect double the agreed upon percentage again. This time I'll turn a blind eye. So this is where Dwayne Johnson got his smouldering look from. Even with one eye open, I still can't help falling in love with you. I'm just practicing my Sean Connery impression in case 007 becomes vacant. And hey there, baby, you like my watch. Actually, that does look like a nice watch, Elvis. It really does. Yep. The winner, as voted for by you. Well, actually, we have another tie, actually. Stefano Virgili. Stefano was actually on the calls earlier on. And Sally Billing. Well, Stefano says, what's Baz doing in my room? And Sally says, I'm keeping my eye on you, honey. Don't you be late for Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel. It's starting soon. Well, very clever. Both of those are very clever. And thanks very much to everybody that sent in their captions. There'll be another Caption the Photo probably Monday or Tuesday. Look out for it on this channel under the Posts tab. Now, Song of the Week. Oh, will we do the the poll? Yes. Let's have a look. Okay. What made Elvis laugh during Are You Lonesome Tonight? Okay, here we go. End poll. And basically, quite a landslide victory is Elvis cracked himself up with the lyric, 67%. Only 33% of you said the man with the wig cracked Elvis up. So interesting to know the outcome of that. I would have probably gone with the Elvis cracked him up with the lyric. But then again, you've got to take into account Estelle Brown and John Wilkinson as well. So, yeah. Now, Song of the Week is, of course, Epic of Epic. And we had 4 weeks where I chose songs from the Epic soundtrack. And then I've got the 4 winners and I've put them into the poll. And, before I do that, I would just like to ask you to do me a big favor. If you can give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell, and make sure that it's all notifications, not just personalized. I often like just to mention that. And also, if you like this channel and you want to show your appreciation, you can buy me a coffee. I love coffee, as you know. You can scan the QR code, or you can use the link below and it'll take you to buy me a coffee. Or you can also donate via PayPal as well if you want to buy me a couple of cups of coffee. Now I've got that out the way, let's do Song of the Week. And as you can see, we've got 36%, 11%, 26%, and 27%. Now, I am very, very, very interested to find out what won. And it is Bridge Over Troubled Water is the overall winner. Out of Bridge Over Troubled Water, Tiger Man, Burning Love, and Oh Happy Day. Oh Happy Day sneaks into second place, then Burning Love, and the last place is Tiger Man. So, Bridge Over Troubled Water is the overall winner of the Epic soundtrack as voted for by you, the community of Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel. And thanks to everybody that did that and voted. Let's do the final.
Hidden Elvis, fourth and final clue.
Fourth and final clue is 2 rooms. 2 rooms. Now, can you tell me in the chat what the Hidden Elvis is, please? Oh, wow. Paul. Hi, Paul. Paul Gansky. Tupelo birthplace. Pat Shepard, birthplace Tupelo. Helen, birthplace. Teresa, the birthplace. Yes, yes. Okay, yep. Absolutely right. Hi, Don. Yes. Elvis Austin, Vincenzo. Yeah. I mean, quite easily, I suppose. Clue number 1, wooden. It was a wooden shack. $180. That's how much Vernon had to borrow or mortgage to build the birthplace. 306. It was 306 Saltillo Road. I now know it's Elvis Presley Drive. And finally, it was just 2 rooms. So well done to everybody who said Tupelo birthplace, and there will be another hidden Elvis on next week's show. Now, fan of the week. Let's have a look. Top fans. Who is the fan of the week? Jane Trainer is number 1. Then Teresa. Then Mrs. EAP. Chris. Vincenzo. Cuddly Muddly Girl. David Lohman. Pamela Chessman. Dylan. And finally, sneaking into the top 10 is Elvis Austin. But congratulations to Jane. You are this week's fan of the week. Am I forgetting something? I don't think I am, because I've got to do this.
Oh, he's so hot.
Oh, but before I do that, another reminder that if you haven't seen it yet, or you haven't listened to it, Desert Island Elvis, Castaway #1. It's a new series we're doing on YouTube. Go to videos. It's the most recent video. And Duncan chose 10 songs, if he's cast away on a desert island, 10 songs, 6 movies, 6 Elvis movies, of course, an Elvis book, and an Elvis or a luxury item. And you can also hear it on, as well as hearing it on YouTube, you can also listen to it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Okay, because Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel now has a Spotify and Apple podcast, and anywhere else actually that you listen to podcasts, because I think anytime you download to Spotify or Apple, it also goes on all the other ones as well, like iHeartRadio and Pocket Casts and all these things as well. So if you're into listening to podcasts, please give Duncan's Choices a listen. Okay. And I've got another one to do, hopefully the end of this week, to put it in the can and edit it up and get it out to you next week. And it's a young lady this time. So let's do the Smoking Hot. And the Smoking Hot is this. How sultry is that? He's looking at you across the room. Look at that hair. Look at those eyes. Look at those smoldering eyes, folks. Just look at those smoldering eyes. Let's have a look, see what people are saying here. Helen says, congratulations, Jane, for being the fan of the week. Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel, fan of the week. So, folks, what do you think of...
Oh, he's so hot.
Well, Pamela Chessman says he's so hot. Yes, that's right. That's exactly... Chris says, oh, Lord. Rebel Vegan says, very smouldering. Yes. Not a hair out of place either, Steve. Yeah, well, it does look a bit... He's got sort of 2 licks, hasn't he? One there and a smaller one there. Yeah. Very smouldering eyes. Yes. Yeah. Imagine if he was looking at you across the room like that. You'd melt, wouldn't you? Elvis is so hot. Most gorgeous man that ever walked the planet. Yeah. Yeah. I'd agree with that. Yeah. Okay, so I've got to show you this. And don't forget to join me next week, April the 5th. And also don't forget, if you do get a chance to listen to the podcast or watch the video of Elvis, Desert Island Elvis and Duncan's Choices.
All right, let's wrap it up and get out of here.
Thanks to Chris for moderating. Thanks to all the wonderful callers. And thanks to everybody that joined in with the quiz. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you do want to show your appreciation, you can buy me a couple of cups of coffee or donate via PayPal. And I will see you next week. It's over to Al.
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.